Hi everybody, Tim here. Welcome back to Pragmatic Spiritualism. Today we're still working on this truth series, and today we're going to be talking about our versions of the truth, or our stories about the truth, or just our stories in general. And one thing I probably should have added early on is like, well, okay, where am I going with all this? And one of the things I discovered through mentoring people and on my own journey is that, like, if you can just get down to the truth, then everything else tends to sort itself out. And also because a couple of my teachers from the non-dual Shiva Tantra school, they always say that enlightenment or awakening, or whatever you wish to call it, a mystical experience, is the absence of non-truth. Complete truth is awakening, or awakening to truth. It's kind of hard to talk about. So today, we've talked about delusion, which is knowing something is true and isn't. We've talked about denial, which is saying something is true when you know it's not. You're in denial of the truth. And so today I actually wanted to talk about where this is a much more subtle and actually a much more insidious place that truth is hidden under, and it is our stories. It is our versions of the truth. And the reason these are so damaging and destructive is because they keep us mired in a situation where we're constantly rehearsing in our mind our version of the truth. So I guess I could start with, what is the opposite of that? It would be kind of like the old crime series movies, just the facts. It is, this is what happened. What do our versions of the truth, or our stories about the truth, sound like? They sound like this: yeah, but they, yeah, but he, yeah, but I. They are our explanations of why the truth is what it is. It is, and you can always tell if you're doing this, because you're going to keep rehearsing in your mind, trying to get your story down, trying to hold it together. And instead of just saying to yourself, yes, this happened. Yes, I did that. Yes, I'm guilty of that. Yes, this happened. And when you hear yourself start but, however, you know you're now adding a story to the truth. And so a good antidote to these is just to start to try to back those up and go, hey, wait a minute. What's the truth? Just the truth. This happened. And you don't really have to worry, because sometimes, especially in memory, like, memories are really fuzzy. It's like that doesn't really matter. If you can just get past trying to create stories about the truth. Well, what is the great benefit of doing this? I would like to have, like, well, why would you bother doing all this effort to go back and start tearing your stories down? Well, because we tend to not focus at all on the present moment and the experience we're having, whether that's eating or something is pleasant to smell or terrible to smell. Whatever we're doing, we tend to not be experiencing what is live and in the moment. We tend to be instead in our head rehearsing things about what happened, about why we're here, about how we feel about it. And that can happen too with feelings. Now that I think about it, it's like, sometimes it's like just acknowledging, I don't feel good. I don't like this. I don't like you. It doesn't say anything about you. It says something about me. Like, I don't like this. This is not who I am. And starting to get down to these. And the storybook version of that is, I don't like this because I think it's this, and all the rationalizing gets going instead of just the facts. I don't like this. I've gotten better at this over time, where I'm like, now, hey, I know me pretty well, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. That's not me. I'm not into that. I don't want to go do that. I'm not going to have a good time. That's not me, and therefore I'm not going. And I can't tell you, like, subtle and skilled delivery does matter. I used to be not very good at it. I was so in a hurry to just get the truth out that I really didn't consider how that might be received, right? Because I just wanted to say, I'm not doing that. And the funny thing is, like, it shouldn't require an explanation. No, is a complete sentence. So is yes. Yes, I like doing that, and therefore I'm going to go. And I can't believe how much time I've spent rationalizing and trying to have rational sounding explanations for doing things. I'm like, hey, I'm almost 50 years old and I go to jujitsu. Why? I don't know. Because I like it. I climb rocks, which is sometimes very dangerous. Why? I don't know. Because I like it. And when you get down to that, you actually can start having great joy, because that's the truth. If you start studying motivation and why people do things, why they do what they do, the truth is most of us have no earthly idea why we do what we do, but we confabulate or make up a reason. If you want to study something fascinating, like study confabulation, it is the mind making up rational sounding reasons for why we do things, when the truth is we don't have a clue in the world, most of us, why we do anything. Motivation and why we like one thing, why we're attracted to a thing and not attracted to another, it's incredibly elusive. In fact, we may find someday that that's like almost karmic, why we're attracted to one thing and not. But one thing is for sure, most of us don't have a clue in the world. So what I do with that is I think, okay, well, that's a natural attraction to me. I like that for whatever reason, I'm going with it. Or I don't like that for whatever reason, I'm not going to try to fix that. I just go with it. So I don't want to go on too far. I could probably spend a lot of time talking about this. But so just start watching for the explanation behind the truth, the rationalization of why I'm doing something or not, the denial of, hey, that happened. The explanation you start fabricating about why you did something or why this happened in your life. And instead, you can just simply acknowledge, yeah, that happened. Yep, I don't feel good about it. That happened. I totally did that. I did it. Undeniable. And what you'll start to find is it really takes the edge off of things, and then you have a lot more mental energy available to you, because you're not spending all of your time trying to keep your stories and your rationalizations and justifications and explanations in order. You just be like, yep, did it. Yep, that's how I am. Nope, I'm not doing that. Yep, I do that and I don't know why, because I like it. So anyway, just a reminder, keep it pragmatic. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.